Okay, here we are again, and 2013 Damien Coquelet. This is Cote Vieilles Vignes Morgon. That's a lot of information, so let me break that down for you. The grape is Gamay, 100% Gamay. This is from the Beaujolais region of Burgundy, which we refer to it as Burgundy really more for ease of reference than anything else, because the wines from this region are virtually nothing like the wines from the Côte d'Or north of there. But they can make tremendous wines. Now there are 10 crus or villages in the greater Beaujolais region. This is one of the more exalted regions, if you will. Morgon, Moulin-à-Vent, a handful of others are known for making much more structured wines that are a little more typically age-worthy. Vieilles Vignes, of course, is old vines. So this could be, if you know, depending on whether you know anything about Beaujolais, could be anywhere from 50 to 70-year-old vines. That's not uncommon. 2013, so this has had some nice bottle age. I'm expecting this to show some maturity and some evolution, no doubt about it. And Coquelet is a tremendous producer. And the importer on this, I believe, is Louis Dresner. So Dresner is definitely one of the leading purveyors of natural wines and promoter of organic and biodynamic farming, which is definitely one of the hallmarks of this region. And I'm looking at it in the glass. It's already definitely showing some evolution. There's a slight haziness to it. These wines typically are unfined and unfiltered, and I'm seeing all of the hallmarks of that right here. And yeah, very, very aromatic. I'm getting some of the typical sort of strawberry jam, red fruit components, but very, very floral, lots of roses. And showing a tad bit of oxidation, and that by no means is a wine flaw in the context of this tasting. Some of that takes place in barrel, sometime in bottle might have to do with that. Keeping in mind that this is more of a natural wine producer, so they're using very minimal added sulfur, much lower than you would see in a conventional wine. But yeah, the aromatics are really, really pure and very nuanced. I'm getting quite, it kind of has a kind of a smoky characteristic to it. There is some, the more I smell it, there is more sort of dark fruit coming out, getting a little bit of a dark berry component. Tremendous freshness, great acidity, great presence right on the entry, but really has a nice finish too. I mean, I'm still getting, this wine is still finishing with a lot of presence. I'm getting more, definitely more of a red fruit dominated palate, without a doubt. But I am getting, there's quite a bit of spice character to this wine. There's sort of an Asian spice, black tea, getting a little bit of an orange peel. Mulling spices, if you've ever detected that in a wine. This has some of that mellow mulling spice character to it, really filling out the palate nicely. I'm always turning people onto Beaujolais for flat out value. One of the best, if not the best, value in red wine in the world today. In today's wine world in 2018, I don't think you're going to get a better value, dollar for dollar, ounce for ounce, than you see in Beaujolais. And it can accommodate your many palates, in my opinion, too. I think there's a tremendous scope when you look at Beaujolais on the whole, and you look at all 10 crus, from Moulin-à-Vent to, say, Côte de Brouilly. There's something for everyone. They're tremendous food wines. They're lovely to drink on their own, but they have tremendous acidity. They're made for the table. So Beaujolais is a very appealing red wine. The Gamay grape is very appropriate if you must drink red wine, but you have to pair it with fish, for example. And I just love the delicacy of this wine. Again, very naturally made, not getting any presence of any oak of any kind. The spice character and the aromatics and the fact that it's tightly wound leads me to believe maybe there was some whole cluster involved in this, maybe some carbonic maceration, typical of the style. Lovely, lovely wine. And really, this is a great time to drink this wine. I mean, I see it definitely maturing nicely in the next 2, 3, maybe even 5 years, but this is a tremendous time to be drinking this bottle. I mean, it's showing great today for a 2013 vintage, very mature, but still has loads of freshness and focus and acidity. Tremendous.